I got the radiator cap for Cherry's car and the fan for Wolf this morning from eBay. So I'll be putting those on today. Hopefully George won't be. For some reason I didn't have to run Patty to work today. She's got the day off, but she took off on a bus. So that's something anyway. This is why I save this stuff when it doesn't match. Here's the fan I just got for Wolf. Here's the original cover with a replacement fan that I put in a couple of years ago. You can see I hot wired it in and eliminated part of it because it just didn't work. Here's the original fan, which has actually a sensor. I hope this is the original fan. So what I'm going to have to do is splice this one to this one, but I'm not sure what that blue wire goes to. This why there's 4 wires going into this fan, so hopefully see 2.5 amps. 0.27 amps. There's a much more amps coming out of this fan. I don't even know if I can even run it like that. I may have to hot wire it with this other one. It's 0.3 amps. What the heck? I don't know why there'd be 2.5 amps for a stupid little fan. Anyway, I guess I'm going to just figure a way to hotwire this one direct like this other one is hooked up. I'll just let it run all the time. So I'm running George to DuPont. He just got gas, so that's good. I gotta run him to the Loan Shark. He's in a crotchety mood again. I don't know what his situation is. He's probably gonna want us to go get Patty's furniture. Who the heck knows? Alright, we're up in Fishersville. I took George into the other Loan Shark here. This truck's really running like crap. It's running on like 6 or 7 cylinders. George picked up a thermostat, gasket, and some injector cleaner for this truck. So I'm going to put that on later. Hopefully that'll help because this thing's really missing and it's about to come off the road. I'm waiting for George in the he's going shopping. And then he's going to another store to go shopping some more, and he was thinking he'd be meeting Patty there. That's why he's been in a mood and trying to be on a tight time schedule because he wanted to be available to meet Patty, who he says isn't his mistress. He says it's his friend. So I'm going to have to say it's his friend. Anyway, you can see today's just blowing on by. It's 14:14, and we're just nothing's really accomplished today. I got the parts for the computer, haven't been able to put them on. I washed the housing with hot water and soap. I put dish detergent in a Windex sprayer, empty Windex sprayer, and mix it with water, and that way I can spray it on stuff to clean it. It's really good that way. and I cleaned it. There's George pushing the cart. He's done a lot of shopping.
What? $112. $40 more than I normally.
You never get a cart. That's the first time you've ever gotten a cart that I've ever seen. Well, I poured myself a cold Michelob. I'm getting back on this wolf project. I gotta modify the fan to cool this thing. Okay, I've stripped and twisted the power supply plug from this old fan. This is the one I took off. You can see how screwed up it is. It hardly even spins from the dust in here, really. And I took this new fan that I just bought that I pulled out of the enclosure because that was the wrong enclosure. I'm going to put in the new enclosure. And I cut the red and black wire, which I'll hook to the yellow and black wire, which is equivalent to the red and black wire. So black to black, yellow to red. And that should hot wire this on directly. The white wire, I believe, is a sensing wire, a run sensor. But I don't know with the amperage difference if I dare plug it into this motherboard, because I don't want to short out my motherboard and then I got a world of problems. So I'm just going to run this direct like the other one. Right now I got that. Okay, I don't know if you can see in there. It's not an abundance of power leads, so I pulled the power out of the one of the drives, and you can see I have it aside, so it's not shorting because I don't have it taped. I gotta turn on the computer and see if the fan starts spinning, which it does. Wow, that thing's got some power too, geez. Yeah, that's gonna run cool. This is a 2.5 amp fan as opposed to the 0.3 amp ones that I was running. This is more of a commercial fan. This will cool the heck out of this cabinet. Well, I've been cleaning the new fan with Q-tips. You can see how dirty it is. I've still got a ways to go yet on it. George wants me to take Patty to go look at her potential place she's renting, so I gotta go do that now. I'm sitting here again waiting for Patty and George to finish up what they're doing. Patty's trying to rent a house from this, an apartment from the lady who lives up there. It's a pretty neighborhood. I dropped George and Patty back off at the house. She didn't rent that place because apparently she was under the assumption that there was only $100 security deposit required, and the lady now wants either $635 or first a month's last month's rent plus security. They weren't sure what she was asking for, and it would have been like $535 a month. So she probably wants about $1,500. But anyway, I don't think I'm getting the full story from those two. So, onward to True Value. Okay, there we have it. A modified wiring harness for the fan. I'm just going to be hooking it up with this one. This is direct power, so it's always going to be running. So it'll always have a direct feed. So, on next. Okay, you can see where I put the fans in place. You can see why I extended the wire. Even with the extension, it just barely makes it to my wiring harnesses. What I really could use is an extension. When Dell makes these, they just put the minimum wires to make it because they save a few cents on each one, so it adds up. Anyway, put it back together. Well, back to the drawing board. I set Wolf up. Wolf's running, but this stopped working again. I don't know why. I'm going to have to take it apart, my wiring harness. I don't know if it's something I did or if this is a defective fan too. or if there's some problem with the electrical system, it won't run that. Patty just dropped me off some sloppy joes for dinner. So at least they won't starve tonight. It's looking like I burn out the power supply trying to run all this fan with all the rest of the stuff that's running on it. What's weird is the green light still comes on in there, but there's nothing else working. And I saw a spark, so I'm gonna have to see if I can find maybe there's a fuse or something. Geez, talk about a dust problem. I'm gonna have to wash my pants again. I just washed them today. Anyway, having a hard time getting this apart. I'm gonna have to cut the design so that, geez, it's all keep falling out. I'm gonna get the vacuum cleaner and clean this up. There may possibly be a fuse in this. This is a 250 watt unit. It shouldn't have blown. So, okay. Next. We definitely need more lighting around here. Here goes test one. There's no switch on the back of this, so I'm going to have to just plug it in and see if it runs that fan. Well, it does not. I'll try it with the red wire, I guess. I did find a fuse. You can see it's under that circuit board. They made it insanely hard to get at. So I'm going to get it. Hopefully it's got some kind of markings as to what its rating is. I'll get this back going. I'm going to probably have to get a higher valued power supply for this computer, but I could probably repair this power supply for another computer. I'll have to do a continuity test on this. I have my meter up at the storage unit. I believe it's an 8 amp fuse. I can't even get online now. I can get online with this computer, but it's I can't even run Flash or Java or anything on this one. This is one of the telephone computers. It's actually a HP 5250 thin client modified to be a Magic Jack server. Anyway, Wolf's really down now, so I gotta figure it out. I guess I have to get another power supply for Wolf if I can ever get it going again. Well, here's the good news. Wolf uses the same memory. I just pulled the memory out of Wolf that Hedgehog uses. So what I'm going to do is put Wolf's memory in Hedgehog, because this is identical to what's coming in the mail. And I'll put Hedgehog's memory that's coming in the mail in Wolf when it gets here. That way I can at least get up on eBay and order some of these other parts. Well, that's it for tonight. I got Hedgehog running. I just plugged in the other stuff, so hopefully I can download these videos. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow I can get more done than this. I don't know what George is going to hijack me into. So, see you